Okay. Today we have Bob Arroyan here. Wonderful friend from how many years? 30?
Oh,
35?
at least that many.
At least that.
Our kids are in their mid 40s, 40 years.
Yeah. So anyway, we've known each other for a long time. And I invited you here today, Bob, because you have been a good friend, of course, and also a very good customer of Many Hands Organic Farm for some time. I think at first from the farmer's market, right? Back when, is that where we met each other?
Yes, it is.
In Barry, yeah, a long time ago. So, here's my first question is how long have you been buying from Imhoff
We started buying regularly in 2020
with the CSA?
with the CSA. Yeah.
Right, right. And what brought you to start doing that in 2020?
Partly it was the COVID pandemic
Mm-hmm.
and looking for a way to be healthy and safe, not having to go to supermarkets
Mm-hmm.
and a reliable supply source.
Mm-hmm.
I
Great.
could
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I could go on and try to lavish praise on you, but I don't think that's why we're here.
We can do that later.
All right.
We had a lot of people join who had never heard of us before, who were joining in that year when the grocery stores were empty there for a while, weren't they?
Yes, they
And
were.
yeah, people were really looking for food and thinking that that was the end of their fresh food. So we did pick up a lot of new people, but I guess you were just re-picking up from the old days. So interesting. What do you buy from us?
Just about everything. Uh, I've got little notes here that I'm working from.
Oh, good. Yeah, I do too.
We get the summer share,
Mm-hmm.
we get the fall share, we frozen peaches, the beet puree. Gail wanted me to tell you that uh, what is this word here? My body revels in the beet puree.
Oh,
I could take a bath in it.
oh my gosh. That
Uh,
would be expensive.
the the app the applesauce. We've always been big applesauce purchasers because of we give Ian his medicine in the
Mm-hmm.
applesauce.
Mm-hmm.
Meat. We've done chickens and turkeys and pork, and the pork is fabulous. Let's see, what else have I got here?
Oh, you bought garlic powder from us too.
Oh, yeah, garlic. The garlic granules are outstanding. They're the best I've ever had, and we gave them as Christmas gifts last year.
Yeah, we had a few people buy them for Christmas gifts. That was great. That was a wonderful thing for us.
Uh, Eggs, and Gail said just about all the blue light specials. Whenever something comes up that's all of a sudden you say, "Oh, by the way, we've got." So we
Yeah,
usually get those things too.
great. Well, what keeps you coming back year after year?
This is number three, isn't it?
Yes,
Question,
number three on the
question
question
number three.
list.
I think the first, I think primarily the quality of the food,
Mm-hmm.
the variety of the
Mm-hmm.
food, the fact that you're eco-friendly, the soil is lovingly cared for, and we like knowing our farmers. We like our farmers and their humanity.
I have to close them.
Oh, come over here and say hi to Julie.
Is that Ian?
Hi.
Hi, Ian. How are you today? Oh, there he
Good.
goes.
He's gone. We've got things to say about him later.
Okay. Um, do you know how our CSA is different from others? Have you joined, have ever been in a part of another one?
I don't have a clue. I have never been part of any other CSA.
Yeah, no worries. Just thought I'd check.
We also, going back to number three, what keeps us coming back is I have I've switched largely from in our home garden from vegetables to flowers, and I find that it's not worth the time and effort to grow the vegetables because we can get them from you and they're better and we don't have to do the work. So that's another thing that keeps us coming back.
All right. Um, any thoughts about our focus on soil fertility? You mentioned it before already. Carbon sequestration.
I don't think we're so scientific about it. I mean, I can I can try to guess what you mean when you say carbon sequestration, but no, it's not a big grabber.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's fair. Is there a clear quality difference with our food from other food that you've bought or raised?
You're fading out.
Oh, I say, is there a clear quality difference between our food and other food that you've raised or bought?
In some of the foods there is. Um, the I would say the pork is the best pork I think I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
The spinach is fabulous. I think that's much better than we can get anywhere. The only place I would compare that to would be uh, mm, Peter's Ham Country Store, but I don't know where they get theirs.
Oh,
But
they used to get it from us, but I think of all the things we had in the fall share this year, the spinach was the most outstanding. Um, yeah, I was impressed in a way that I haven't been before. It was incredible. Yeah. Go ahead.
and I have a little note here that says, because you gave us tomatillas this year, didn't you?
I didn't give them to you this year. We've given them to you in the past, but this
Okay,
year,
well, I had never had them before. And I've
uh-huh.
got a little note here that says, while I loathe Tulsi and I loathe cilantro, this was the first time I'd ever tried tomatillos, and now I love them.
Oh, well, here's the bad news about those is that we took them off our list because they just take too much time to harvest. And
Oh, really?
I mean, just think about how many, maybe we gave them some away this year, but I didn't think we did even. But you think about a little half pint of those, and then you multiply that times 140 people, and you can imagine how long it takes to pick those up and get them packaged.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
It's
we
I know Gail has told you how fussy I am, so when I find something like that, that I'm introduced to and I like it,
uh-huh.
that's pretty special.
So have you tried making that Tulsi into tea by any chance?
No,
Well, here's a thought for you to take home. Do you have a food dryer or do you have an oven, I suppose, a electric oven or gas oven?
we've got dehydrators, we've
Oh, you
got
have a
oven.
oh, you have a dehydrator even, great. So I harvest all that Tulsi and I dehydrate it. And once it's dehydrated, you kind of get rid of the stems, just brush it off and keep all the flower heads and the leaf and put it in a jar and keep it in a dark place and then make tea for yourself because Tulsi is one of those nerve nerve it's called a nervine, I think it is, but it's something that really calms your nerves. You might even think about giving it um
Somebody I
to
don't
Ian,
like.
to Ian. No, I might feel about giving it to Ian before bed because it's a real if you look up Tulsi, it's called holy basil in India. But it's a very special, it's considered a very holy herb in India. And it is because of that impact that it has on your nervous system. So Just something to think about. You might want to try some this year and give it a shot.
When I find it in my bag, I don't call it holy because personally, maybe it's my maybe
Mulish behavior?
maybe maybe it's the damage done to my olfactory sense from my chemo, but it smells
Oh,
like dog poop to me, and
oh,
I don't want to make tea out of dog poop.
I see. Interesting. That's very interesting. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's interesting. And I know that a lot of people just don't like cilantro. There are people that do and people that don't. So
And I've thought about saying, hold the Tulsi, but it's a little too much to expect when
it
you're putting
is.
140 bags to
It
withhold one
is.
thing from one person. So,
It's the one thing that we don't do, which is withhold things for people. We make that very clear that when you buy into a CSA, you get what you get, and you can give it away, or you can compost it, or feed it to your dog, or whatever you want to do with it. But it's yours. Once it's in the bag, it's yours. Oh.
let's see. Oh, that was it for that one, but okay. I'm waiting for number five. Go ahead.
Oh, number five. Oh, yes. Why choose the CSA when choice is less than at Whole Foods or the farmer's market?
I have a number of reasons. One is that it helps out many hands. It helps out our friends with their farm. It helps out our community. It oh, what the hell does that? Oh, it helps out the people at the farm, and we care about you, so we want to do that. It also the humane nature of your family. We love that you employs the Stetson kids. Gail worked at Stetson for 19 years,
Oh, I don't think I remember that. Wow, I
yeah,
didn't realize that.
and she values that you do that. We appreciate your practical natures. It's helpful to us that you work with SNAP, which is very important for people with a lot of disabilities, like Ian, who has legal blindness and an active seizure disorder, is in addition to about five other things. And if it's ever if it ever dawns on you that you might like to include a picture or a little video of him or anything else you want to do, I mean, we would be glad to do that.
You want to bring him in right now?
Well, oh, and Gail said the food must be terrific because it requires so much energy to grow. And if you eat your food and you have enough energy to do all that work, then it must be from the nutrients of the food. Let me get Ian. Hold on.
Okay.
And then do what? I don't know. And then do what? Right now, you have important uh advertising work to do here. Sit right there.
Hi, Ian.
Hi,
You're on
That's
TV right now.
Julie
And
from
um, remember me
hi,
from the farm?
yeah,
let me
Yeah.
hold that so you don't not distracted. Sit up, sit
So
up. I'm right
so
up.
there are a lot of people who are wanting
no,
to
no,
hear from
no.
you.
There are a lot of people outside, working.
Are there?
Yes,
Well,
yes.
you work when you come and pick up the food from the farm. When we get the bags.
We will work, we work when we come and pick up the food from the farm.
Yes. And sometimes you hand me checks for
Yes,
stuff when you buy stuff, right?
yes,
And you pick up your bag and carry it out to the car and you say hi to
yes,
everybody.
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Are you leaving already?
No, no, no. In a few minutes, I'm leaving.
In a few minutes.
Okay.
I think I think that's not those responses are not something I have control over. I think
No,
he's,
but
uh,
yeah, we love his visits to the farm.
well, he certainly likes coming. I had, oh no, we're not up to number 8 yet, are we?
Well, we can talk about that now if you're done, which is the number 8. Is anything else you'd like to share that we can use for promotion of the CSA or the farm?
We would like to say that we appreciate your humanity
Mm-hmm.
and Jack's. Um, your welcoming of, I don't know if we were allowed to say the word diversity or not.
No, diversity has always been a good word.
Right.
And we've always used it on the farm, and that's what it's about, actually. A strong system has a lot of diversity in it.
Well,
And
you better not say that too loud because the people in Washington are watching.
well, I'm not worried about them. I'm
Okay.
worried about the ones who understand that sustainable and regenerative farming is the answer for the future of our humanity, hopefully. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and the other thing is that we always try to buy local.
Yeah.
So,
Good. All right. Well, it's certainly been wonderful knowing you all these years, and I remember that you came in and read that story to Jack one day about the boy who loved his mother,
yes,
and yeah, it was a very sweet story. But we appreciate you guys as people, and I liked my peace socks that you brought me one time. World peas, I think they
well,
said.
peace, yes.
Right, and the books that you sometimes drop off that you're trying to get rid of and you don't want to take them to the dump and,
Boy,
all the great, what's
you
that?
you didn't make that sound very good. And I remember when you got me to try to sing incomprehensible songs.
Well, you signed up and then you decided it was too hard for you, that's all.
It was too hard for me.
Whenever you want to come back and sing the Circle of Song, you're welcome. I was just working on learning tapes for people, so.
I thought we were going to do more folk things, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's folk from somewhere else, but yeah, maybe you didn't. Whatever. It's yeah, music is
Where's
good.
Jack? I don't see him.
He's upstairs right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, well, thank you, Bob, and
Give him my love.
I will, and you'll see yourself some on one of these days on the newsletter. So be sure to watch
On the what?
on the newsletter.
Oh, on
There'll
the
be
news.
a link for you and Ian. He can be famous.
I'm sure that there'll be a big run on that when they get a chance to see my shining being and head.
Yeah, you have a very shiny head. It's very
I
nice.
do. I do.
There's a lot of golden light coming into it right now, or out of it maybe. Great. All right. Well, thanks so much for talking to me and say hi to Gail for me.
I will indeed.
All right.
You be well.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.